Guys, welcome back to the Sangi Bastards, sorry, Cheeky Bastards podcast. If a podcast that's all about cricket and the banter that comes with it. If you are, if you're thinking why these people are doing these strange actions, you're anti-national, right? Just clarifying that to you. This is something that I'll let Akshay explain why we are doing this, because this is very close to his heart.
No,
So
no.
Akshay,
My simple objective is we are pleading so that you please watch our podcast, share, subscribe. That's it.
I'm done. That's enough for today.
okay,
Man.
so it was a very clever switch and bait by Akshay then to add subscribers. But the original plea from Adi is for Avesh Khan to stop bowling. Right, just let it go.
Like,
Avesh
go and destroy
and-
the future of Lucknow Super Giants, please. You don't have to do that for India.
No, IPL he was going well, right? No.
Yeah,
IPL he was doing well, but see,
seems
IPL
like
was
that
doing well for
bowler.
Umran Malik as well. Yeah, IPL
No,
was
so
doing
that's
well
what
for
I'm
Umran Malik as well.
Umran Malik, let's not even get into that.
So I think
But
they are not good outside India. That's
No,
the
that's what. So Avesh Khan looks like a very good IPL bowler to me. Right, very good IPL bowler to me, like Sandeep Sharma is. But would I take them on an
Yes.
international? No, it's not happening.
The problem
Okay,
with Avesh, I felt,
I
was
didn't
that.
want to listen.
So, just to
Good.
be clear, do we want to discuss the T20 series or should before let's discuss the squad that we have for Zimbabwe?
Actually, what I wanted to know from you, because I obviously don't follow it as good as you, like you are up in their asses. So I would want to see what the team India is taking the team to Zimbabwe, because to be very honest, I was expecting Kohli to play this and get his form back. And if he's not going to do that, then let's just at least see what are the other
That's-
options the team India is taking.
that's too much to ask from
Too
a
much to
social
ask.
media influencer.
Three back-to-back
Uh,
series. Sorry, not even three, two back.
From a social media influencer. So
So I've shared my screen. This is the squad that we have. We have Dhawan leading the side, and for the opener role, we have Shubman Gill and Rituraj Gaikwad as the backup. Deepak Hooda and Rahul Tripathi are there, but I don't know if they'll get a chance. Like maybe one of them can get a chance at number 3. Ishan Kishan is there, Sanju Samson is there. So because Sanju Samson was playing the ODI in West Indies, I think Ishan Kishan might be given one series
Opportunity.
in Zimbabwe in the middle order. But then we don't have a lot of specialist batters as such. So after that, we are moving on to all-round options that we have: Washington Sundar, Shardul Thakur, and Akshar Patel. Let's see, guys. Even Shardul Thakur, because he's actually considered a pace bowling all-rounder for India. So these are the 3 all-rounders that we have, and then for the
I heard somebody compare, and this is like on Star Sports commentary or somewhere, like some big show basically commentary, and you can correct me probably, but I saw someone is, I don't remember. He was comparing Shardul Thakur and Hardik Pandya, saying Hardik Pandya and Shardul Thakur, are the backups for each other, and I'm like,
wow.
what are you smoking and where can I get that?
painful.
Right, like that.
That's lovely.
Now you'll find next time they'll compare Dinesh Karthik and Virat Kohli. That Virat Kohli is
Dude,
not playing
at
because
least-
Dinesh Karthik is playing. You never know these guys.
No,
They can. That's a fair go.
but okay, fair.
No, because just to
So
justify,
people actually
so
come up with stats like that.
this will
they'll
be
say
done.
that
This will be done
Yeah,
just
they'll
to
say that-
justify why Kohli is not playing.
I remember reading an argument somewhere. The point was that an opener has scored 300 runs, whereas they went on to say that the guy who was a finisher of sorts, who comes 4 down and 5th down in T20s, that he has only scored 150 runs in 10 matches. I'm like, look at the position he's batting in. Look at the striker. No, nothing. They only care about more runs. Like there are actual people who are, arguing of having Shikhar Dhawan in the T20 squad. For some reason, I don't know, with a strike rate of 117, what is he going to do? But yes,
Just for those people, I'd just like to very quickly clarify. That is why the Fab Four are compared, क्योंकि वो same जगह खेलते थे. Many times I'll hear this argument: why is Warner not there? Why is so and so not there? Why is like all of this? Because they don't play that part. Fab Four
Position.
was
Role.
in the same World Cup squad at the same around the same time. And they came up the same time. That's why you can't compare oranges to apples. You can't compare Dhoni's to Kohli's. For fuck's sake,
Oh.
grow up. Right? Okay.
Uh,
Moving on. So for this team,
yeah,
Akshay, I had a question actually for you.
Mhm.
Right. When you look at this team again, you have a new daddy out here, Shikhar Dhawan, right now. Right. What is even the point of playing like again, I'll ask both of you the same thing. I see Ruturaj Gaikwad and Shubman Gill being thrown as the next openers for India. Right? They're supposed to be the next openers for India, right? Or no? Am I getting it wrong? You guys went quiet.
I think
no,
we lost you. Yep.
we lost you, Sumit.
You're
I
back.
think.
Sumed's back.
We didn't get your question. Can
So
you
my
repeat your
question,
question
my
again?
question was, we are hearing Ruturaj Gaikwad and Shubman Gill as the openers, right? Future openers
Mhm.
for India.
Right.
Now my point is, do you even and they are getting matches right now here and there wherever there's some Bombay this and that, but they're not going to be in the World Cup squad, right? Or are
Yeah.
they?
Yes.
No, they won't
No,
be.
they will not be there.
So what's the like? This is what I'm saying. You get these people in, they play their games, whatever. But coming back to the whole thing, you are not allowing the 11 to play together, or the 15
Best 11,
together.
basically.
You're supposed to see your openers like it's not a magic like that will happen on the day of the game that all of a sudden they'll start playing 11 as a team. I'm supposed to. I am yet to watch. I guess Sharma and KL to bat together. Like that's your World Cup opening partnership.
So
Where
I
are they?
think this is what we were discussing, right? So you need to play together as a team to gel in, right? That's why it's a team game.
Right.
If this would have been a game of individuals, right? So it would be different. So that's why we saw, right, during Pakistan World Cup match, right? KL, Rohit Sharma, they were not performing well.
No, and see, again, you would have heard these legendary partnerships, right? Sachin Sehwag, Hayden Gilchrist, all of these batsmen together, and Amla and AB for a longer time. Like they have a lot of partnerships together. But if you don't have that Sharma KL thing going or KL Kohli thing also going at any level, then how do you expect the three of them? And again, I'm not saying that India is not prepared for bottom. I think India has one of the best middle orders that they have had in some time. Like DK in the middle changes the game for them. But if your top three haven't played together and you just throw them there and they do not perform, it's too much pressure for the rest of the team to go. And you lose World Cups like this only. You're supposed to get the team together. I understand Zimbabwe is Zimbabwe, not to take it seriously, but then we had West Indies also, right? Where are they? Like Batman asking Joker, where are they? I need to see.
I'll let Akshay have his point first, then I'll come up with
Sure.
my reasoning for this.
So where are they basically again? KL
One
is
is
injured.
one is not playing.
KL is injured for obvious reasons, right? He's prepping somehow for World Cup. I know he has taken for granted that I'll be there for World Cup. I don't want
He
to
will
play
be,
these. Yeah, so I don't want to play these small series, right? But I think KL again, be it IPL, be it India, he's thinking about himself. He's thinking about himself winning the orange cap. He's thinking about in the World Cup he'll score more runs. I think that's the psychology. I think that is he is having. That's why because of him per se that they are not playing together. And Kohli again, I don't want to dwell in. So everyone knows. So
Yeah. No.
We should dwell in, but okay.
yeah, you'll
Actually,
dwell in. Come on, Adi.
so I think the problem that you have mentioned right now, Sumit, is a valid one, but this is not the right moment to discuss it. I'll tell you what.
Okay.
So we are in West Indies. We are playing T20s. We don't have KL Rahul, and maybe I can say that we don't have like Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, but otherwise overall we have a very strong team. Like except these two, we have
That is what
Bhumi,
we're
we have
discussing, Adi, right? Top three. We are okay with
Again,
4 down and
No,
at the
I
end,
mean,
middle order.
from the side. But what's
let me come to that point actually. So this is the West Indies squad. I feel this is overall a better squad at least. In Zimbabwe, you Sumit mentioned right that what's the point of having Shubman Gill and Ruturaj Gaikwad as openers over there for ODIs when you're not going to play them in 2023 World Cup. I think the problem is that when we are going to have the Zimbabwe series, exactly 3 or 4 days later, we are going to start on the Asia Cup as well. So the 11 that you are going to see in
Asia Cup.
Zimbabwe is completely a India A team. They are just getting an opportunity to play international cricket, although with Zimbabwe. But yes, they're like only because otherwise you are not going to see. Even though Washington Sundar is a very good player for international cricket as well, but Washington Sundar is not going to get his chance right now in ODI cricket if the Jadeja, Ashwin, and Chahal and everyone like that is available. So this is just an opportunity. That's why I'm saying that the problem that you mentioned is correct, but we cannot take it in Zimbabwe's context,
Sure,
like
sure.
the situation over there.
Sumit, so
my
the
question
problem
other
is
way.
correct as per Adi. Problem is correct. It's not the right time, so ignore it.
No, sure.
So whenever we lose the World Cup again, I might be wrong. We'll again have discussion what went wrong. So
Yeah, like Raidu not selected, but okay,
If
let's
only
start.
we could have it earlier, but it's okay. So
yeah.
again, not to dwell on that. And again, the rest of the team, I'm completely okay with. I never say no, do not to try new players. But when you're trying a new team altogether, that's where I draw my line, right? Okay. So now again,
But before going, I one thing. Rahul Tripathi, I'm a bit excited. I don't know, even though he's getting his chance, but
Yes.
I don't see him
It looks to
somewhere
be
in
seen whether he'll
India A
get an
team,
opportunity in the
India
11,
team.
right? Because we
he
already have
should,
a
I
Deepak Huda kind of guy. Yeah.
who's
So
rising up. No,
not
I'll
all
see.
of
I'll
them
not.
can get an opportunity, right?
Who
Let's
will
see.
come second down? So again, if we keep this team right, who will come second down?
It would,
I think should be Rahul
yeah.
Tripathi
So
if he plays.
so
Right?
what I see, we have overall. Yeah. Yes, that's what I was going to say. That we have two wicket keeper and two first term kind of batsmen like Deepak Huda, Rahul Tripathi. Both I think are going to try for number 3 or number. And we have Sanju Samson and Ishan Kishan. So out of those four, we'll get to see at least three of them. And it looks to be seen whether who of the four, like if whether Rahul Tripathi is the one who gets to miss out on opportunity, or is it going to be Ishan Kishan who is suddenly out of the mix for
I think
some reason, like he's getting ignored.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of Shubman or Ishan Kishan. Like I don't think they're going to. Dhawan is the captain; he's open for sure. Now you have one of them to play because none of them are second down for second down or third down. Please don't make them that. I like again begging. Whatever India is doing with Sky again, Sangi Bhaskar podcast. I'm
Deepak Huda
done.
is a very good number 4 actually in ODIs. Like in Vijay Hazare Trophy that he plays, he plays at number 4 actually. The Indian domestic tournament, so he can be an option. Like maybe they're considering to play Rahul Tripathi and Deepak Huda at number 3 and 4 as specialist batters.
I'll tell you what happens to players like that in India. Again, just in India, a player who keeps trying to do something somewhere in some position, they do it for 1 or 2 years, and then they're like, "Who was that? We don't know." I played a few good IPLs, and then we don't remember much of. I don't want that to happen. But now coming back, I'm sorry, I'm keeping it back to that, but we can move on after this from the Zimbabwe team squad. My point is again this, right? Again, or any other team in the world won't do that. Your top 3, top 4, like if you are 11 players to be played in World Cup, just take New Zealand for example, right? One match that they play without Williamson in the squad, suddenly the team looks very different altogether, right? But Williamson will play the entire World Cup, and they do add him to all of those series. I have never heard, like, rarely will I hear, and this happened with
He's
Australia.
taken
only
rest, or
that Williamson is taking rest for this series. Like if he's injured, he's injured. That's it. Williamson taking rest, or Finch taking rest, or even Miller was forced to take rest for the last 5 years. But I'm saying, in general, like the South African team or any other team, I don't hear. It's always only Indian players taking rest. Being very honest. What I remember, like I feel like it's always Indian players taking rest, and Bangladesh and Pakistan players getting banned. So these are the only two kinds of things I see. Right? I don't remember when Matthews took rest the last time, right? It doesn't happen for Sri Lanka, Australia, New Zealand, even England, right? It doesn't happen. It only happens for India, and I think that hurts India. Right? It's a World Cup year. Again, I'll keep reminding, this is a World Cup year. You can't fuck around with your team this year.
We have a brilliant 22, but we don't have a good one team that you want to play. Like if World Cup is a full year tournament, maybe we'll win. But problem is.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Kohli
Like
Just
the
said,
way
right?
we
right
Just
talk
like
choice.
the
No, no.
World Test Championship tables, right? Didn't win the tournament, but we won, we went at the top of the table. So
I think
this
similarly,
that
this
we,
time we
happens
are
even in
fourth or fifth, right? As of now. Fourth.
yeah,
as of
we are.
right now. Yeah, India will beat Australia and then you will go up. I know.
Oh,
That's okay.
oh, who's saying this?
No, I have a bet with Adi which says Australia will win, but being realistic, come
No,
on.
you will always say Australia will win,
I
even
will
whatever
always.
be the situation.
I'll bet also on Australia. That's fine, but
You are ready to lose money
sometimes you got
also,
to be
right?
honest also. So I'm just saying. So I
Sumedh has
think
made
this
a
was
bet that Sumedh has made a bet that if Australia wins the series, he'll get 200 rupees. But if Australia loses the series, he'll switch his job with me. So yeah, that sounds
oh
fair deal to me.
okay, all right. Okay, welcome to consulting, Adi. Welcome to 80
Sumedh,
hours a week work.
Sumedh, you are being missed.
You'll be missed.
You
Organize
will
a
be missed.
organize a farewell party already.
Oh God! Don't check my LinkedIn. Okay, so okay. The squad is correct. I think from what Adi is saying, right? It's
Yeah.
Asia Cup coming up. We can't waste the, and can't risk even in Zimbabwe. Understandable, very close. That's fine, but still, I'll still disagree with the fact that you're playing an 11 who's not even going to resemble the 11 that you're going to play in any of those tournaments. One or two players is fine. Three or four players is fine. 11 is not fine. I'm sorry. Okay, moving on to India versus West Indies, right? So we didn't cover the second match, I guess, but India lost the
Yes.
second match and then won the third one very easily. The third one, I'll say. I would rather discuss. So if you want to discuss the win, you can win, but India winning was supposed to happen anyways. What I want to
Yeah.
discuss is the fluke that happened, right? So the second match, I'll not say West Indies won. I'll say India lost the plot against a left arm pacer, like they usually do. It just happened that this one
Always.
was decent. This is not the best. Okay, so the one that they lost again is not the best left hand arm bowler in the world, right?
No
Mm-hmm.
way.
Right. So
No
you
way.
again. So
No, but
I
he was bowling well. I think he
he's
bowled
he's
well
bowling
in
well.
IPL as
He's
well. I think he's at Rajasthan, right? If I'm not wrong.
he's bowling well.
See,
He's
the
He
bowling
did
players
well.
bowl
will,
well then as
the bowlers
well.
are going to bowl well at times, right? See,
Yeah.
what happens is
At
that
times.
he's playing international cricket, and and there will be days when the pitch will be assisting bowlers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, not not every day they're
At
going to have their
times.
perfect day.
The
At
disrespect.
times, as in even Deepak Chahar has taken 6 runs of 6 wicket of 7 runs, right? But
Binny, not
those
so.
are some days that happens. This is not a general form. Like just because he has taken 6 wickets doesn't mean he's a better bowler than Bumrah. But what I'm trying to say is that on some days, pitch will be assisting some of the bowlers from the
Mm.
position side, and you need to be prepared for that situation. That's where India is lacking. So what happened? India made when we were playing in England, suddenly David Willey and Topley were looking like excellent pace bowlers. We are playing in West Indies,
Totally.
and suddenly um,
Yes.
Topley, and suddenly Open
No, so
McCoy looks like a world class bowler. He's not. He's not.
Mm-hmm.
that's the
But the point
problem.
is, we are looking a bit like England. Like we play fearless cricket of sorts, but then we can get out at a score of 50 without just one on
No,
any
see,
bad days.
that is my problem actually. That not problem. It's I'm happy. I have a left arm fast bowler with me, but I'm saying this is
Yeah,
a
Josh
very
Hazelwood.
this, this is a
Who bowls
very
well at times.
this is a very solvable problem for India. To me, it seems like it is a very solvable problem for India, where all you have to do is
That don't play
maybe
Rohit and Kohli.
don't.
I don't know.
No, no, no.
I just felt Hardik bats better than them two left arm paces. Even Shreyas Iyer
This,
looks better to left arm pacers. Just two left arm pacers,
this, oh
ball
God, the
swinging the
disrespect.
ball. So, yeah.
No, so I'm saying, this is a solvable problem. You have a very good left arm. You have many good left arm
Mm.
pacers in your team. prepare for this, because sometimes what happens is the ego and the technicalities of things, they get into like, it's not the baller that is a problem, right? It's just, it was not my day, it was not the entire team's day, and it has happened multiple times, so maybe it's a problem is what I'm saying. The end, it happens. You guys would have all seen, Akshay, you in football also would have noticed this, Adi, you in cricket, where it is a very simple thing for all of us to feel like कि भाई, जैसे Kohli's example, sorry I'm going there, but for example, मत
Yes,
मार बाहर की ball, मत छू, don't do this, slap it out, do whatever, just don't, play reverse sweep to it for all I care, but don't do that. It's very easy for all of us to see, but it's very difficult for them to admit that it's a problem. Not to solve, they can solve it, but they are not admitting that it's a problem.
No, Kohli, just for
I'll tell
Kohli,
you
to be
what
honest,
Rohit
I'll say
Sharma said.
he's not admitting it because you have discussed this many times. I think Sumed Adi will say the eagerness, right, to play, to improve, to do something has gone. That's it. That is his major problem.
Same thing with the left armor. That's what I'm saying. You have to first admit in your mind that I'm fucking this up. I need to, improve this basically, or avoid
Correct.
doing this thing. Like, this is embarrassing, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, see, on this thing particularly, I want to state what Rohit Sharma said after the end of second match.
Okay.
He said that I don't know that India has a weakness against left arm pace. Rohit Sharma is not aware of it. It just happens that let me complete this. It just happens that sometimes while trying to score quickly, we get out. Recently, left arm pacers has done well against India, but I don't see that as a problem.
See,
So
this is what I'm. See, I didn't even know that. But see, Akshay, I told you, right?
Yes.
This is what happened. They won't admit it. Like, it's like the entire world can see, and they're like, black खेलना है. It's like,
लगता बर्फ पड़ने वाली है.
हाँ, बर्फ वाली black खेल रहा है. I don't know.
And again, Shaheen Shah Afridi, you don't have to wait
You
till
will
World Cup.
face Pakistan, yes.
You'll not know World Cup is far. You'll see it in Asia Cup itself.
Dude,
It's World Cup to do it.
Okay, so I know a few people, friends of us who watch would kill me if I don't say it. Australians have a very big weakness against spin. Very big weakness against spin.
They do.
Anytime they're not able to play spin, this is what I shout out loud. You idiots, play spin, come to Indian conditions, subcontinent, learn to play spin. That's all I'll say.
Or else get someone from India, give them Australian citizenship and let them play.
Yeah, no, buy fucking 5 net ballers, dude. Buy the soil from here. It's whatever you want to do, but just do that. That's a very fixable problem for you. But they don't do that. I'll agree, they don't do that. This is even less. Like, you don't have to do any logistics. You have left arm seamers in your net ballers. खड़ा कर दो मैदान में like Sachin, put a coin on their stumps and say अगर coin गिरा तो तुमको उसी डंडे से मारूंगा जो.
And अभी तो you have Adi's favorite bowler also, Arshdeep.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say Avesh Khan, but I didn't know. Okay.
No, he's not left arm.
No, this was actually something many of the people suggested, that you have a very good pacer, left arm pacer in your squad. Work on it. Like I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, in 2018 there was a match when Kuldeep Yadav took 6 wickets against England, and before the next match, England brought in a very complicated new machine which was supposed to be very good in throwing good leg spins and googlies like that, and they worked on that. And next match, Kuldeep Yadav, they didn't exactly score 60 70 runs, but they were able to face off Kuldeep. They worked on the problem, right? And we all know that if there's one team which is worse than Australia in playing spin, it is worse than Australia, it is England. And they managed to play Kuldeep. So yeah,
Not
even India
worse.
can try to improve.
Not worst. I'll still keep Australia as the worst. Like, sometimes when I see,
you know what? I won't be surprised if during the Asia Cup, Afghanistan suddenly starts to feel confident with a new left arm pacer in their squad, that okay, no, we can actually beat India. We have this guy, we have Rashid Khan, we have some guys who can hit.
Does Sri Lanka has a left arm pacer? No, right? No.
Like, the problem is that even if they have, we won't remember his name. Impossible. So I'm not going to lie about that.
I can fake a name if you want me to fake a Sri Lankan name like
Warangal
Ashunka
uncle.
something like that. Ashunka Dhanaka. Ashunka Dhanaka.
Tanaka.
Ashuka Dana. Or
If it was
Waranga
Pakistani,
Warangal.
it would be Mohammad Dhamaka. But it's okay.
Muhammad Dhamaka makes it. We are going to get cancelled, but okay.
Sangi
I
Bhaskar
know it.
podcast.
I know
Sangi
that's what I'm
Bhaskar
going to
podcast.
say. Mhm. All right. So, yeah. So we had a follower of our show who has asked
Yes.
few questions from us. So I would want to go there. I think we have discussed what we wanted. Before we move on to who do we think is going to win the next match, India, we should at least focus on what our followers are asking. So there are two questions I think that were asked. The first was,
Followers.
what do you?
It's not followers, it's follower.
Follower.
See the difference. Yes.
I'm
Not
being
S.
follower.
optimistic. I'm being optimistic, but okay. So, the question, the first one which I resonate with is Virat Kohli not playing Zimbabwe. What do you think about it?
So-
A chance missed for for the love of God. Basically, this was a chance for Virat Kohli to score an easy 100, come back to the form that he has
But-
been previously. But
But
not
Suman,
available.
I'll say something controversial. I think we discussed this. Even if he would have played Zimbabwe, he would not have scored a century for
No.
sure. No, he I don't know. I think first of all he has that in his, I'd say, instincts or in his minds that what if I can't score. He has that baggage as well. That's why that is one of the many reasons he didn't play Zimbabwe.
तो मेरे भाई बैगेज का कैबेज बनाएगा क्या? कहीं तो काटना पड़ेगा ना. Somewhere you have to do.
नहीं,
Zimbabwe is
उसकी देखो, उसकी कटेगी तो एंड में कटेगी, पूरी एक बार में कटेगी.
I'll
No.
disagree on this point actually.
all of his
okay,
sorry,
कटने से
Adi,
याद
go
आया.
ahead.
Adi, what do you think?
Yes, I feel although it sounds like
आदि
a
भी
great
like
idea,
कितनी
it sounds
कटी
like
है
a great
मेरी,
idea.
छोड़ दो उसको.
To have Virat Kohli playing Zimbabwe, that sounds like. But then you look at all the other factors that are involved. First of all, in Zimbabwe, we are going to play a ODI series, and the tournament we are preparing for is a T20 World Cup. Different thing altogether. Second thing,
Definitely.
second thing,
Mhm.
the ODI series gets finished on 22nd, right? And
Mhm.
the Asia Cup start on 27th. And that is Zimbabwe, not Sri Lanka. So it is going to take some time to know the traveling. You'll have to factor in traveling. You have to factor in maybe there would be some what do we say, that period where mm, lockdown
Biobubble
period
period.
something. Yeah,
Biobubble.
that might be a problem. I forgot English. So yeah, these two factors I think we need to weigh in when we
Quarantine.
wonder whether
So-
Virat Kohli will play.
Correct. I think to your first point, right? You are saying that second point. I'll start with second, right? Factor in 5 days, right? That's fine. Even he's playing less. He's having so much of rest. He can do that, right? Why not? That is
He
mine and
can, but
Sumit's single point of, I'd say.
see, of course he can. That's something he can. But then you think of it, no, he'll play the ODI match. It's not a T20 match. He'll play on
Okay.
22nd.
Adi,
He can
Adi,
To
definitely
your
not
first
leave
point,
on that day.
I'll take it, Sumit. First point, I'll take it. So, Adi, be it ODI, be it Ranji, be it County, be it Australian,
Agreed.
any cricket, he needs
Agreed.
confidence. He
भाई
needs
गली
to
में
build.
मार देगा वो तो मेरे को
भाई
चलेगा.
उसको तुम मैं उसको बॉलिंग, मैं नेट्स में जाके उसको घर पे बॉलिंग दूंगा. I'll bowl, will bowl him. उसको उससे भी कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा. But he needs something.
He needs that 100.
Ye-
100%
Yeah,
he needs
just-
that 100.
भाई उसको गली क्रिकेट में
The
खिला
only
दो.
challenge would be-
उसको let him come to Kid Stadium. We'll have our students from Kid, everyone bowl to him. वहां पर भी
नीतीश
अगर वो
मेहता.
सेंचुरी मार दिया ना,
नीतीश मेहता.
even there he's able to score a century. He'll get a lot of confidence.
He needs basically
Yeah.
what she's saying, not in nets, but in a game. In a game, he needs 100 to get back, like Pujara did.
Yeah.
Pujara played Ranji, Pujara played County, Pujara played everywhere and is back in the team. Nobody can say no to him right now, even if he doesn't perform in the next few games, because he's proved
Yeah.
in the circuits where he's supposed to. Virat will never do that. He's a superstar. So at least play against an Afghanistan or I'm hoping he's
But then
playing
again,
against
he's a
Afghanistan,
superstar.
right?
नहीं, अफगानिस्तान एशिया कप में अफगानिस्तान का मैच होगा. They'll again rest him. उसको बोलेंगे I'll
Yeah.
take a rest. I won't play Afghanistan, बोलेगा वो.
हाँ,
Yeah, Adi, go
give
ahead, sorry.
Shreyas Iyer a chance.
श्रेयस
If
अय्यर जाओ.
Afghanistan don't have
I
pacers, he will play well.
हाँ तो वो रशीद खान को 6 छक्के मार के आ जाएगा, हो गया अगले दिन.
हो गया वर्ल्ड
But
कप में सिलेक्शन.
हो गया World Cup. But I don't know, dude. I just want him to play against an easy side or an easy environment, get 100, get his mind off that thing. And अगर international में 100 लग जा रही है ODI में तो कितना अच्छा है भाई. पहला खिला के ले आओ. Your problem I'm solving. पहला ODI खिलाओ, 100 लगी to Asia जाके.
देखो हाँ, that is also fine. उसको पहला ओडीआई दे दो यार, सेकंड दे दो, सेकंड बाद में तो और टाइम रहेगा उसके पास. And all of this what we are
I love
discussing,
the love
right?
for Virat Kohli.
All of this what we
Virat
are
fans.
discussing, all of this what we are discussing, having confidence, having to going to every extent, right? That is only possible if he wants to play, if he wants to prove himself, if he has not taken himself his position for granted.
Yeah,
All of this, I don't know.
I feel like he's in a situation where he wants to do that, but he has lost he wants to do
Focus.
that from inside, but he's lost that
Focus.
confidence about himself. Not confidence also, I'll say just a motivation more or less to
Focus
be
as
able
well.
to.
Focus as well. Motivation and focus.
Another statement that I think we can I can use for all three of us is that Virat Kohli thinks that he is not able to score runs, but he also thinks that it's not like I'm not capable to do so. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm a bit unlucky with these things. It will happen whenever the next day I step in. It will be. He's that kind of kid. You can imagine, like, what am I doing right now? I'm lying on my bed and just. But I imagine scenario that I am saving the world from a terrorist attack. I think Virat Kohli is doing a similar thing, that I'm not scoring 30 runs, but I'll score a century in World Cup final directly. Like,
Come
the
on.
journey doesn't matter, but I'll have the result. I think that's where the problem is.
Okay.
No, and
I
I'll
think
tell you another thing. I was in an hotel recently and was highlight आ रहा था वहाँ पे
भाई.
India
Okay.
India West Indies का highlight चल
अच्छा,
रहा था.
okay.
And
Thought
it was
that-
that match where he scored his last, not last 100, the 94. He scored in these 3 years for 94, right? Against
And you were
India.
watching that.
I was watching that.
Cool.
So
you had to.
it, like, I didn't know that he scored 94 in that. But when I watched it, I was like, hey, ये तो पुराना वाला Virat.
हाँ,
Like,
हाँ.
this must be from 3 years back. And then I saw कि no, it's in 2020 or 21. I don't know which one. 19
21 against
Against
England, I think.
West Indies.
West Indies, then 20, I think.
1920 के बीच में था वो, something like, I think it's called also 19/20 series, whatever it is. But I just saw it as like ये तो पुराना वाला. So what happened in that and the next match? I just want to know. Like, I genuinely want to go and watch, because even if he didn't score 100, it looked like that Virat, right? You all know that Virat, right? Like, उसको देख के समझ में आ रहा है ये मार के ही जाएगा. ठीक है, बिना मारे नहीं जाएगा यहाँ से.
Okay,
But
so
now
Sumit,
it doesn't look like it. Now it looks like कि वो बस out ना हो. It's like finicky कि बस out ना हो जाए बस किसी तरीके से.
I think Sumit, let's give up on defending him, to be honest.
See, I like how Sumit has been, I think the
Enthusiastic
best Virat
is
fan that I'm seeing over a month
Exactly.
or so has been him.
Over a month.
I have not seen a more dedicated fan than him.
Not his fan. Okay, I do not like the guy. I do not like the guy at all.
You don't know it. तुझे
दिल
मालूम
में
नहीं है
कहीं,
तू है.
दिल पे कहीं है. दिल में सुमित, दिल में
तू है.
कहीं.
तुझे
दिल में
मालूम
कहीं
नहीं है
है.
पर तू है. नहीं, dude. Actually, I feel sad for him because he was one of the best, right? उसके fans तो best ही बोलेंगे.
He was the
one
best.
of the best batsmen in the world, but
Yeah, I think what Sumit is expecting is to have some competition in which I'd say again top
For
4
Aaron
to be
Finch, yes, I
Fab
agree.
4 for Fab 4 to be alive. That is
I
what.
genuinely want the Fab Four to be alive. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's all of you. Even जब तुम लोग स्मिथ को गाली दे रहे होगे, जब वो पहला 100 मारा, you were also like, अच्छा ठीक है.
नहीं, मैं गाली नहीं देता हूँ. I like Smith. I don't.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So
नहीं, मैं तो
one
सबको
topic-
गाली देता हूँ.
हाँ. And the other one, I forgot what he asked.
George Butler. George Butler's captain.
George
George
Butler as a captain, right?
Buster, Josh
Yeah.
Buster.
So I'll say this: it's just 2 series, right, that he's played as a captain. Just became the captain. It was a situation nobody was expecting to happen. Like हम लोग थोड़ा सोच रहे थे Morgan छोड़ेगा. They'll also not be thinking. So my personal opinion is give him the time actually. Like if we are judging him in two matches, agar aisa, two series, agar aisa karenge to, you see the first few series of Kohli in Test, which is a big legacy, but first few series. Then you see Sharma when we started it. Anyone, any captain you pick up first few series, dude, depends on the team they have. It's not. It's all here and there. But captainship, I've not seen as such. Like definitely Morgan was a better captain. Definitely he had the brains for it. But we'll see, dude. We can't judge it. And T20, as we've discussed multiple times, is a specialist game. Right.
And I think
position is
Morgan's
already decided.
And Morgan's again. I have to you mentioned that no one was expecting, but it was at a correct time. To be honest, World Cup coming in, it was
I know where you're going.
He had to pass on the baton, so somewhere. So, but yeah, go ahead, Adi.
Okay. So what I feel is that there are two things that are happening at the same moment. So we are saying that England is losing under Butler, but we are forgetting that England was losing under Morgan as well since last 1 year. The form of English batters has been questionable since some time now, not just starting from previous month. But I remember telling you the stats in our last podcast that Jason Roy's average has dropped from 37 in T20s to 17 in currently. So when you have a drop like that from your openers, it is going to be troublesome for any team.
And World Cup MVP.
Yes, right. And then you have to factor in the other thing that England don't have their first choice pacers available right now. Like their most experienced pacer right now is because Chris Jordan is not a pacer, just to be clear again, it's Sam Curran. So when you have Sam Curran leading a bowling side, that is going to be problematic.
No, agreed. And that's why I said it. It's
another
not championship.
Another point that I can think of is that when Dhoni gave up in 2017 captaincy, like Virat was already a test captain from 2014. He was leading RCB in a very bad way, but he was leading the side for 3-4 years, and so he was experienced as such. But Butler has maybe captained the side in Royal London Cup or maybe in hundreds, but he never had a season as a captain as such, and this is his first time as a full-time captain. So it is going to take him some time. Like what happened with Rohit Sharma, he has been a captain for a very long time. He has been given opportunities as a captain of India even before he started as a permanent captain. He has already captained the side 20-30 times, something like that, and then he got the opportunity as a full-time captain. So the shift of power has been way too quick. That's one point that I can think of.
One question, not on captaincy, right? Probably, I think you were saying, right, the English batsmen, right, for the past 1 year. They did perform well in IPL, but again, when they came back to English cricket, they did not. Let's compare it with South Africa, right? Again, I want to compare it somewhere. South African bats, I think Aiden Markram, I read somewhere that performing in IPL, it gave him a lot of confidence. That's why he's able to perform much better in international cricket. Somewhere England cricketers are not applying that. I don't know. Because
I think Bairstow said that. Bairstow said that during the Test series. Bairstow said that during the series that playing in IPL has given him confidence, and because see, when you are playing in IPL, you get a variety of bowlers in a very short period of time. You don't get that kind of variety and in any other series except World Cup. Like in World Cup, you get to play multiple teams and multiple, but otherwise
come on. BBL has one of the worst set of bowlers ever.
Kohli should go to BBL.
Even if Kohli goes to BBL, he'll score 100. 100% he's scoring 100. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Adi.
I think so. Sorry, Adi, to cut you. Go ahead. I have a question, but we'll take it at the end. Yeah.
So I was just saying that about what I said about Beshra, that he also mentioned that playing in IPL helped him, gain confidence, because the variety that we get in IPL, you don't get that in any other tournament as such. Even if like Pakistan can claim that they have a lot of 150 plus bowlers, fine, you have that, but you don't have the variety. You don't have a lot of swing bowlers, death bowlers, death over specialist, bowlers with 120 speed but swinging in like banana. So that kind of variety you get only in IPL, and that helps.
And
Other
BBL.
thing that yeah, other thing that I
Okay.
think we keep forgetting, it's not just about English failure. India lost to England, lost to India. India had a brilliant team there. They had Bumrah. They had like all. They are losing to South Africa because again South Africa have a brilliant team. You don't just lose because of your mistakes. You have to see the other team as well, and the
Correct.
team that South Africa has right now is in the top 3. It should be in the top 3 right now, which we are ignoring. Like we are not discussing that enough.
100%. So
Okay.
I'll ask then, like closing remarks. First question is, and we'll start with Akshay.
Prediction.
Who's winning tomorrow? Like next game, sorry. India West Indies. Who's winning next?
India.
It's in USA.
Yeah, to attract money. USA, India only.
Okay. Adi?
Obviously, it has to be India.
Sumedh, see, I'm not. I think it's stupid to discuss who's going to result, who's going to win the match. Rather, we can discuss what are the changes that we're expecting. That would be, somewhat relevant, somewhat that matters. What's the point of discussing who's going to be the winner?
I think
What's
the
the
team
point
will
of
remain the
discussing who's
same.
going to be
It will
replaced
be
in
the
this
same
series
team.
anyways?
So
This doesn't matter.
Adi, let's not give
Yeah.
more thoughts, because what I personally feel, you can say India will play the same team.
Yeah, I don't see it.
That would be a fair thing to do. Although I can,
Remove
if Sky gets stopped, I'd be very sorry. A year.
Again, after Avesh Khan
I'd be very
bashing, it's a
happy if
year's
Iyer gets.
bashing.
Yeah. Go ahead, Adi. Say
Go
it.
ahead, Adi.
Avesh, I'll give him. Give
Hey, I'll
one more
slap
chance
you.
to
Don't
Avesh.
change your
That
tune.
will confirm that he doesn't belong. That will confirm that he doesn't
Adi,
belong here.
I'll again say, how much ever we discuss, Avesh can go out of the team somewhere, but Shreyas Iyer will not. So continue now.
Continue. Akshay's relaxed. Okay.
Continue now, Adi. Continue.
Fine.
You can go ahead with your point. I just made my point. Now you can.
No, I'm saying like maybe drop. Drop. Iyer has got enough chances in last few matches. He has been playing regularly. Give Ishan Kishan a try in the middle order.
He'll get the.
He's not going to play the World Cup. but
Ishan will get his try in Zimbabwe. Wait. Iyer will play because he'll also play Asia Cup. So Iyer has to
agree
play.
to that. They'll not drop Iyer. I don't think.
Iyer has to play because he'll play Asia Cup.
But you are saying that he'll play Asia Cup, but at what position? I don't see him playing in the playing 11. He will be in the squad, but not in the 11.
Let's see.
The matches
We'll have
Rishabh
a
Pant-
separate podcast for that, Adi.
for that. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's not give everything in one episode, Adi. Let's not give every हमारा पूरा ज्ञान एक episode में थोड़ा
बचा के रखते हैं. Okay.
And
all right. So again, this is a question I'll close all podcasts with. I think this year, top 4 teams for World Cup right now.
Come on, Adi. You'll start first.
If you want to start, I can start.
Yeah, you should start. I'll
No, Adi will go. No, every time he goes at the end. Come on, Adi. हमेशा हम लोग का सुन के he'll criticize us and अपना कुछ ज्ञान देता है. अभी तुम बोलो पहले, चलो.
I think it is going to be. I don't see England in the top 4 right now because it'll keep changing. I see South Africa, India. Yes, South Africa, India, Australia, and Pakistan.
Okay. Akshay, what are you going to change?
In India, Australia, South Africa, and then England.
And England?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Look at Adi's face.
Bold. Very bold prediction, dude. Very bold prediction.
This is like Fab 4, right? They will be there
but
for sure.
See, I'll give you one logic for that. that can work is a lot of English players do play BPL, so they have the Australian
Circuit.
the circuits of T20, all the stadiums mapped out. Right, can work in your favor, but I don't agree with it right now.
That's
but
fine.
can work. I can see one logic working there. For me, it's India Australia. I'll go with Ricky Ponting. That's the final, and that's the final I want to see also. Right, India Australia looks like the final to me.
It was fun to see Australia losing in Melbourne. Nice.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Melbourne
How many
Command.
how many times have we gone to the final and who
Gaba. Gaba.
finals? World Cup finals.
Gawa
I'm saying.
Command.
Baga border.
That hurt a little, but little less than when a little less than 2003, but it's okay. It
2003, we
happens.
don't even remember.
Okay, don't remember.
Okay, focus on the other two teams.
Going back to the team, this can go on
India,
forever.
Australia, then?
Yeah, I'll go with India, Australia, Pakistan. These are the three teams that I see definitely playing. I love South Africa, but it's a World Cup, so I'll ignore them and I'll put New Zealand there because I have made a vow that I always include New Zealand in the World Cup. We ignore, and last 3 to 4 World Cup finals they have played all.
For
All
me,
T20.
5 would be New Zealand and 6 or 7 would be Pakistan. So
Okay, no, Pakistan definitely up 3.
no. They're
Like Sumedh is not the Sanghi. not really a
Exactly.
Sanghi.
Baba,
We should remove him. He should be banished from the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. The next time I'm not starting like this, I'm starting like this. No.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Cutting it here.
I'll have to stop it here. Or I'll
Cut
force
it.
to stop it.
Again, I'll say something, cut it.
We'll meet you guys next time around.
Yeah, we will meet. Bye. Go ahead. Bye.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
going to get killed for this. Alright.